We're back at the Staples Center here in Los Angeles, and where is our camera? It's somewhere in here. Bang, right up there.
Hey,
guys, you guys ready to go?
Hey, first of all, I don't even know why we're having this contest. That San Antonio team's a lock.
A lot?
They're a lock. They got 3 people who can actually still play.
No, I think I'm going to go with the Clipper team. I think they got shooters. They got shooters.
Well, I'll take Detroit because there's nothing left.
It's not, I'm telling you, San Antonio got 3 players who can still play in the NBA.
They're going to be shooting from 6 locations of increasing difficulty. Each team will attempt to make 6 shots in numeric order in the fastest time. Each shot must be made before the next player begins shooting in succession. If a team has not completed all 6 shots as of the 2-minute mark, the horn will sound. Their score will be based upon the total number of shots completed as of 2 minutes. And Charles, did
Kevin, I want to tell you something. You don't read near as good as Ernie.
I don't have that goatee like Ernie does either.
Yeah, you're a better play-by-play guy.
You Steve Kerr's PR guy. He still can be in the league.
Steve Kerr is the best shooter. He's the best shooter at TNT.
Get off of him, man.
He's the best shooter at TNT.
Get off of Steve Kerr. He can't be in the league. That's
Folks,
why he's over here with us.
Who's going to win the Radio Shack Shooting Stars competition? Log on right now to NBA.com and cast your vote. So here we go with the San Antonio entrance. And first up, Jennifer.
He still can shoot in the NBA. Look at him.
And here comes Kerr.
Yeah, he could be in the league.
Steve Kerr, don't make me look bad. There you go. There you go. Steve Kerr, see it? Hey, I'm telling you, San Antonio's a lock.
Bet that.
That girl Jennifer Azzi can play.
Jennifer Azzi can play, but Steve is killing him. They'll never make this. This will be all night.
Oh, no, Steve Kerr will make it. My man won't let me down.
Yeah, airball.
My man Ginobili. Oh. Jennifer Azzi.
Oh, almost. And here comes Kerr again. Oh,
man, we could be here all night waiting on some of them teams to make that shot.
Oh, my God.
Hey!
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot right there.
I'm telling you, I'm going with the Clippers.
Hey, Kenny, do you know that these girls on the other end of the court?
Oh, wow. Hey, happy Valentine's Day.
Hey, don't worry about AZ's shot. Take a look at these girls on the other end of the court.
Happy Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Wow.
They all wearing hearts, too.
Jennifer Azzi, a
Big
former
heart, too.
Silver Star. She's retired. An All-American at Stanford. She's won Olympic gold.
Hey, Kev, make sure they get a shot at these girls on the other end of the court at some time.
I think you'll take care of that, Charles. I don't think that's going to be an issue. And
I'm just joking, y'all folk at home. I'm just trying to celebrate Valentine's Day.
This is just love coming from your heart, isn't it? That's all it is.
Yeah, take a look at those hearts, too.
Now the Los Angeles Clipper team with Marco Jaric, Nikki Teasley, and Terry Cummings, the former Chicago.
Watch this. Watch. Okay, Callie. Let's go. Terry Cummings, great mid-range shooter. Jaric, there it is. This is my team. This is my team.
Terry Cummings, underrated NBA player.
That's my point. Underrated.
Rookie of the year
Take
with
your time.
Terry Cummings under the ball.
Step into your shot. There you go. This is over.
This is a hard shot right here.
Yeah, but it's going to be under 46 seconds.
No, it's not. They're going to have 25 seconds to make that shot and still not going to make it.
Watch this. Count that. Oh, my gosh. What is he doing?
Told you. My San Antonio, they're a lot. This is a hard shot. Who I did was this.
I could make that shot right now.
Okay, my San Antonio on to the next round. I'm telling y'all, we could be here all night.
Hey, Marco Jaric knocks it in.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Marco, take it serious the first shot.
So San Antonio's got 46 and the Clippers 49.8.
I'm telling you, Steve Kerr let me down too. He used to shoot better in his old days.
I told you that. I told you. You can't be on a stationary bike.
Magic Johnson and the Laker All-Stars will shoot next on All-Stars Saturday.
We can start. Magic can start shooting now. He'll still be shooting when we come back.
I don't practice Santeria.
Welcome back, everyone, to NBA All-Stars Saturday night, presented by America Online. It's the Radio Shack Shooting Stars, featuring an NBA player, a WNBA player, and an NBA legend. And so far, we've seen the Spurs and the Clippers, and that time right there, 46 seconds for the San Antonio Spurs, made up of Manu Ginobili, Steve Kerr, and Jennifer Azzi.
Hey, Kev, I think the NBA went a little overboard on the Janet Jackson thing, going right to the Beach Boys. They didn't take any chances, but that was they reaching a little bit going all the way to the Beach Boys.
Then we might be here a while because John Sally is going to struggle with that three, I think. He's going to struggle with that three. If John hits that three, I'll be real surprised.
John Shootout, one of the great three-point shooters right now in the league.
Yeah, but it's going to be a while for John Sally to hit one of his shots.
This three, he's going to struggle with this three. He's a great rebounder. He's a great shot blocker, but he's not a great three-point shooter.
John couldn't shoot when he was young. I know he can't shoot when he's old. Told you. Hey, I told you.
Brooklyn and
He's missed. This is number 8.
Hey, you know, hey, Kev, John must have did his only bio because he called a legend now.
Look at this. He's going to sneak in.
That doesn't count.
Nope. By the way, Cheryl Ford of the Detroit Shots, who we'll see on hopefully
close that door.
competition is over.
Close that door.
This is Karl Malone's daughter. Cheryl Ford is.
Yeah, get all that in because we won't be seeing them.
Hey, how about that? Now, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, what?
That's luck.
That's just a lucky shot.
Oh, luck.
The ones that take talent, you saw he didn't come close.
John's been lucky in his life.
John hasn't missed many meals lately, either has he?
Hey, neither is Dr. Phil. Did you see Dr. Phil? You see Dr. Phil?
He's making a lot more money now. He can afford to eat
Dr.
like
Phil,
that.
he didn't read his own book. You see him coming in, Kev?
Yo, they need a bigger bucket for John with balls inside.
Hey, you know what? This team here got a chance because Magic can make that set shot. They got a chance to beat them.
This, I'm telling you, because do we go to finals after this?
Yeah, we go down to 2 teams. And
Right, I'm still going. One round? Oh, it's one round. No, it's one.
Hey, this team can win with Fish and Lisa Leslie. She's one of the best I've ever seen. The best girl or woman I've ever seen was
Cheryl Miller.
Teresa Edwards.
Oh, you're kidding me. Cheryl Miller?
Cheryl Miller was no Teresa Edwards.
Man, she would have gave it to Teresa Edwards. Teresa Edwards was nice now, but she would have gave it to her.
Cheryl might be the best big woman to ever play.
No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
That don't sound good, big woman.
Oh, okay. Lisa's been chilling off this summer, too. She hasn't been working out this summer. She's been
You never
modeling.
like the term big woman.
so it's Magic, Lisa Leslie, and Derek Fisher. I kind of like this competition.
Stay in your shot, Magic. There you go.
See, it's good.
I tell you, they got a chance.
They don't have a chance. No, Magic loves these shots, though. He's a big game shooter.
The time
He's
to
a
beat.
big game shooter.
46 seconds. Go!
I told you, that team can beat them. I told you, that team can beat them. Magic can make a set shot.
Yeah. John, good job, John. John was a great rebounder. Shot blocker. Great defender.
Great personality.
Great personality.
Good locker room
He's
presence.
funny. That's right. He's real funny. He could have been a comedian.
That's right. That's right.
They couldn't find Vinnie Johnson. Couldn't find Vinnie Johnson.
Hey,
Let's go to Craig Sager.
They can't hold it down.
All right, Derek. We have some people say the Spurs were a lock. You were one of these underdogs, according to some of our announcers. How much pressure did you feel on that half-court shot?
Ain't no pressure in my own building. I said I had all the fans. They was praying for me. They were thinking about me, so we went ahead and won.
What a weekend for you, Magic. You've always won a lot of championships. What's it like to now be back here in the winner's stand, getting ready to accept another trophy in L.A.?
Well, it's always great. Last year we won with Derek and Lisa, and we came back and won again this year, so it's special. With the All-Star game just being in L.A. alone is real special. So we're just having a good time, and we're just hosting all these people and these stars, and I'm just glad that we get ready for the three-point and the slam dunk. I can't wait. This is All-Star weekend at its best.
Congratulations, L.A.
Thank you.
All-Star Saturday on TNT with the Laker team of Lisa Leslie, Derek Fisher, and Magic Johnson winning tonight at the Radio Shack Shooting Stars. We continue after this. Moments ago, Jim McDonald, the chief brand officer of Radio Shack, presented the Laker team with the championship trophy of the Radio Shack Shooting Stars. Now let's check our .com poll on NBA.com. The question: who will win the Radio Shack Shooting Stars competition? Look at
They were right on
San Antonio
time. They had the
Spurs.
2 first teams.
Well, kind of.
They had San Antonio
Right.
and the Lakers.
By the way, tomorrow night on TNT, it's the NBA All-Star Game beginning at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, featuring special performances by Grammy winners Outkast and Beyonce.
Why don't you just tell them what time Beyonce gonna perform? That's must-see TV.
Sometime about 8 o'clock Eastern. Let's go upstairs to Ernie Johnson.
Thank you, Kevin, and I am joined by the guys who will call the 53rd NBA All-Star Game tomorrow night exclusively on TNT. Doug Collins, the Czar, Mike Fratello, and Marv Albert. Marv, how many All-Star games does this make for you?
Ernie, this tomorrow night will be my 12th, but in that the Czar has been involved in several of them. In dog years, this would be my 105th. But Doug and the Czar have both coached the East squad in the All-Star game. Doug, a 4-time All-Star as a player. And as you think back as a head coach, what was your most memorable moment?
Well, Marv, obviously I had a lot of wonderful memories, but the one that stands out the most was 1997 in Cleveland, having Michael Jordan in his prime with the Chicago Bulls. I was coaching the Pistons at that time, and at halftime, I asked him if Glenn Rice could start the third quarter to get his minutes so Michael could finish the game. He said that was great. So Glenn Rice proceeds to come out in the third quarter. Great coaching decision on my part. Starts to set a record here for most points in a quarter. I did not know that. I put Michael in the game. He went down to the scorer's table. He was sitting there. I got a tap that says, Glenn Rice needs 3 more points to break Wilt Chamberlain's record here for points in a quarter. So I sheepishly went down to Michael and said, would you mind if I keep him in the game? He said, that's fine. We won the game. Glenn Rice got the record. That was a lot of fun.
Very sheepishly. Now, Czar, you coached the East squad in Chicago, 1988. What stands out most from that game?
We were fortunate enough to have 2 players on that team, Doc Rivers and Dominique Wilkins. And the day before the All-Star game, Dominique lost a very controversial decision in the slam dunk competition to Michael Jordan. So he comes back the next day determined to put on a show. He plays 30 minutes, scores 29 points, and I think he's well on his way to the MVP award. Except Michael Jordan played 29 minutes and scored 40 points. So Dominique Wilkins could have walked away with both awards. Instead, winds up with only the winner's check. But then again, it was in Chicago, Doug.
Chicago politics.
I understand.
Now, Ernie, the man was the winning coach, but still, to this day, holds a grudge. This is what we deal with every week.
Just a taste of what to expect tomorrow night when the All-Star Game is played here on TNT. Now let's go back down to Kevin Harlan. How you liking hanging out with Kenny and Charles there, Kev?
Wow, EJ, I know now what you go through every night. But you know what?
It's a great, isn't
Hey,
it?
you know what? Mike should remember that game. He didn't play me but like 10 minutes, and I was pissed. And I said I would never go to the All-Star game again. And we had Atlanta the next night, and I lit him up for 50. That's what he should have remembered.
Hey, what about the skills competition coming up next? You guys like this competition?
I like it. He doesn't. I like it. He doesn't. This is what guards do.
These
when
guys
we're
play
practicing.
defense like me. They're just standing there.
We've got 4 players competing in a 2-round timed obstacle course consisting of dribbling, passing, and shooting stations. 2 rounds of competition. The 2 players with the fastest time from the first round advance to the finals.
I'm pulling for Earl Barkins.
I like Earl.
Yeah, I do too. I like all them little munchkins in the world.
What was John Sally what I said about? Well, Earl's a great shooter. I don't know about this whole rest of the skill thing. I'm going to see.
There are no time penalty assessments, so a guy can really take his time going through.
You're going to lose if you take your time, bro.
You might. Don't make a mistake, though. Jason Kidd was the winner last year.
Hey, Kevin, I tell you, I really love watching you do games on television.
Thank you. Nice to say that.
Are you good?
Nice to say that. Here's the prize money. This is pretty good coin right here, $25,000. First place, second, $15,000, and third and fourth with $5,000 apiece.
Hey, Kenny, you would have got $5,000. You came in 5th and 6th of them in a slam dunk and 3-point shooting contest.
You know what? I don't think Baron Davis is taking this serious. I just got that feeling. Just by the interview.
Baron
He's just
Davis,
relaxing.
he's enjoyed his weekend.
He is, man.
When you play the All-Star game at home, you should enjoy it.
But no, like, he's going through the skills competition. Like, he's going through his legs and behind his back around the stationary figures.
Man, this is an All-Star game in his hometown.
In his hometown,
Let him
exactly.
enjoy it.
I'm just saying. That's why I'm not picking him.
Nobody cares who wins these things. It's just a fun weekend.
Well, anyway, we're going to get an
I bet
introduction.
somebody had $25,000.
Let's go to our public address announcer, Eric Smith, here at the Staples Center in Los Angeles.
And now, let's meet the 989 Sports Skills Challenge competitors. First, from the New Orleans Hornets at 6'3", Baron Davis. From the New York Knicks at 6'2", Stephon Marbury. From the Denver Nuggets at 5'5", Earl Boykins. And from the Los Angeles Lakers at 6'1", Derek Fisher. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2004.
Next, the Skills Challenge from TNT's All-Star Saturday in Los Angeles. Welcome back, everyone, to NBA All-Star Saturday Night, presented by America Online. I'd like to remind you that tonight's aerial footage, these great scenics, are brought to you by Bud Light. The 989 Sports Skills Challenge. You got Earl Boykins from Denver, Baron Davis from New Orleans, Stephon Marbury, formerly of Phoenix and now with the Knicks, Derek Fisher from the Los Angeles Lakers. Who will win the 989 Sports Skills Challenge? Log on to NBA.com and cast your vote. Mr. Barkley, who's your vote go for?
Hey, man, first of all, y'all got to show Craig Sager's jacket at some point tonight. All hell has broke loose, man. That's the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
It's Valentine's Day, but red ain't always the right appropriate
I'm going to go over I'm going to just pull for Earl Boykins, but, hey, that's ridiculous what Sager got on. I apologize, Mr. and Mrs. Sager at home.
Baron Davis from Los Angeles, went to Santa Monica High School.
Yeah, I think Baron, let's see if he takes it a little bit seriously. He's joking around. Oh, he's taking it a little bit serious.
He played the All-Star game a season ago, a two-time All-NBA selection.
Oh, that threw his rhythm off. No, it did. Yeah, hey, this is going to be hard to beat. It's going to be hard to beat. It's going to be hard to beat.
Well, what's the key here, Kenny, for a guy like this?
Oh, the passing. That's it. If you make the passes, you're good.
That was a nice little second.
Yeah. It can't be that easy, is it?
Well, I'll tell you what, he might be finished, though. He looked like he's done.
Yeah, he's done. He's had a good weekend.
He went to your party last night.
He's had a good weekend.
He's had a good weekend.
And
it was off the hook.
Stephon Marbury got to get his. He got to get his pants shorter too. I'm gonna complain about.
Oh, he got to grow one of the two.
You know, he just eclipsed his brother as the best player in the Marbury family. I played against his brother at University of Georgia. He was a stud.
Davis hit all three passes on his first attempt. Here comes Stephon Marbury. And Steph, of course, now with the New York Knicks, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York.
They're going to be interesting to watch in the second half of the season.
And you won't want to see them in the playoffs, Chuck.
You do not want to see them unless you're Indiana. Indiana, I think the team can beat them. New Jersey don't want to play them.
Look at this.
Or Detroit.
Stephon Marbury, one of the top three players in the league in assists. And has played great for the Knicks since going to New York.
Oh, yeah, he's played great. One thing he's done for the Knicks, he brought electricity back into the garden. And that's probably the toughest thing that he could have done.
But he finishes with a time of 36.4. And Baron Davis' time of 28.7 still right there. Two-time All-Star, Stephon Marbury.
Man, y'all showed my man's jacket.
Sitting next to legendary Bob Lanier, we've got Earl Boykins and Derek Fisher coming up in this first round. The 989 Sports Skills Challenge on TNT.
Coming to TNT. When you go after the mob, once you're in, there's no way out. Chris Noth, Mercedes Rule, Bad Apple. Don't miss the world premiere, Monday night at 9, only on TNT.
Folks, this terrific view of Los Angeles comes to you from high atop the Trans-America Tower, providing us with these great scenics all night. It was
no Magic own that?
He might own all of it.
I think he does own that. I'm serious.
So there's Baron Davis with his time of 28.7. Stephon Marbury is gone. Earl Boykins, 5'5", 133-pound Earl Boykins, is coming up next. Why did Golden State get rid of him? He was terrific for the Warriors.
He was big for them.
They didn't want to pay him.
I used to call him the big little man.
Yeah.
They didn't want to pay him. He's doing a good job in Denver too.
Here we go.
I'm pulling for this little guy.
Earl Boykins
he represents everything that's good about the NBA.
He was undrafted, played in the CBA. He was waived, guys, by 4 different teams. And here he is in the NBA.
That just means a lot of teams. Now, he's a good backup. Now, he's not a starter out there.
But he's making a difference in Denver as he did last year with Golden State. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. He went to Eastern Michigan. We've had a hustle if he wants to go to second place, and he's got it. He moves ahead of Stephon Marbury.
He struggled with the shot, which was a surprise to me because he's such a good shooter. That's what keeps him in the league, too.
But he's number 2.
He's one of those guys who could be in the league a long time. He's going to work hard. He appreciates the opportunity. You pull for guys like that.
If nothing else, I like the new Denver uniforms. Are those good-looking uniforms?
Those things hideous.
You like those? I was about to say the same thing.
I knew you didn't. I just wanted to stretch you.
They make a cute dress on a woman, but not on men playing basketball. There'd be a cute dress on somebody.
Or a tablecloth.
Here comes Derek Fisher from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Can't do nothing personal. I don't ever want to see a man in paisley.
I got you.
I know. What is that paisley or that blue color?
It's Columbia blue.
It's not that blue, right? It's not Carolina. It's not Carolina blue.
It's close to it, though.
And plus it's satin.
Might be a girl named Caroline.
Derek Fisher has been the man in the backcourt as his Lakers have won 3 championships. They're now trying to get into second place, and he now moves ahead of Earl Boykins. So it's Davis, Fisher, Boykins, and Stephon Marbury. That's how the first round finishes. So those top 2, Davis and Fisher, will go at it. The finals of the 989 Sports Skills Challenge. This is the NBA Saturday night from Los Angeles. NBA All-Star Saturday night, brought to you by Bud Light. Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here. And by MasterCard. About a 75-degree sunny day here in Los Angeles. Welcome back to NBA All-Star Saturday night, presented by America Online. Baron Davis of the New Orleans Hornets had a perfect first round. He hit all 3 of his shots and 3 of his passes on the first attempt.
No, he actually made an error on one of the things on this end of the court.
Whoever running this thing,
I think it was.
They should show some of these
statisticians.
They should show some of these stars that are here tonight. You see Lennox Lewis, Will Smith, Jada Pickett. They got to get a look at some of these stars. It's unbelievable here.
Derek Fisher. The statistician says you're wrong, Kenny. He was perfect all the way around.
Okay, maybe I can't see why that.
We are blocked out. You're right. We cannot get a good.
Kenneth's used to hearing that. He's wrong.
But Marty Aronoff said he was perfect all the way around. Derek Fisher, drafted by Jerry West when he headed up the Lakers. But this time is not very good, over 37 seconds, 37.6 to be exact.
I thought the first round, they probably did their best round that they were going to do. And
I think this contest is a little unfair, because I think your first time and your second time should both count.
It should count together.
That's Jada Pickett. That's my homeboy from Philly, Will Smith's voice. He got him a good one now.
You ain't from Philly.
He's from
Alabama,
you
man.
think Leonard Lewis, he's been retired long enough for me to take a shot at him?
Not that long.
He's a big man.
He's very big. Well, not many guys have retired the...
That's Ali and Lennox Lewis.
But I tell you what, though, Kenny,
That's Ali and Lennox Lewis right there.
But I tell you what, I saw that Klitschko boy fight last time. That might have made up his mind.
I don't think he could get Will Smith. He was Ali in the movie. So,
Will Smith ain't got no stunt double against me, though.
See, the first time was your best time.
That's why I think you should be able to match the times together.
He's nice and smooth. I mean, there's nothing panicky about it.
And he's had a phenomenal year, and he should be starting. He's been terrific all season.
Oh, he got it.
He's going to win it. There's your champion of the 989 Sports.
You owe him an apology, Kenny.
I do. But no, he was better the first time, wasn't he? Was he?
He was better the first time. You're right. His first time through 28.7. Kenny, you're right there.
You're always going to be better on that first one in there.
But I saw him warming up beforehand, and he was very sharp and looked very good. Ray Allen.
And Usher.
Ray Allen looks great. I love that suit.
And Usher. That is a good-looking suit.
I wish all these guys wore suits. People got to realize once you pass 25, you can't wear throwback jerseys. That means you're officially an adult. That's just me venting. That's just me venting. Now, once you get a certain age, you shouldn't be able to wear throwbacks. Those don't look good in the parent-teachers meetings. Take it over to the usher.
Let's go. The other usher is here. Let's go to Craig Sager.
Well, Baron, the people here didn't realize you told me before this competition that you were overwhelmed. You're just an ordinary kid from South Central LA. Do you really feel like that? What's it been like? And tell us about this competition here.
Well, it's a great competition. You know, being here from South Central Los Angeles, representing LA, you know, it's great for me. And to see all these stars and great basketball players, I'm just happy to be here and, you know, participate and get a fan something to watch.
Kenny Smith said, I don't think he's taking this seriously. Little did he know you haven't slept in 2 days. I saw you at your grandmother's house. You hosted the celebrity game. You're at Read to Achieve. Last night you hosted another party with Jay-Z and Beyonce. You having your own Mardi Gras here in L.A.?
Yeah, I'm just partying and having fun, enjoying everything. I ain't slept in 2 days, but, you know, I'm out here. And I went through the drills, and it was pretty easy.
Get a little rest before tomorrow.
I will.
All right, Craig, thank you very much. NBA All-Stars Saturday comes back at you after this.
Shootout. From the Houston Rockets, Cuttino Mobley. From the Philadelphia 76ers, Kyle Korver. From the Detroit Pistons, Chauncey Billups. From the Denver Nuggets, Vashawn Leonard. From the Seattle Supersonics, Rashard Lewis. And from the Sacramento Kings, the defending shootout champion for 2 years in a row, Peja Stojakovic. The 2004 Foot Locker three-point shootout competitors.
So there are 6 shooters chosen from the 2003 champion and the top NBA three-point shooters competing in the 2 rounds, with the top 3 shooters from the first round advancing to the finals. Each participant has 1 minute to shoot as many balls as he can. The highest first-round score was 25 back in 1986 by Craig Hodges in first place, brings 25 grand. Here was Steve Kerr's best round, 22 in 1997. That's very good.
Kenny never had 22.
Yes, he did. Who will win the Foot Locker three-point shootout? Log on.
Yeah, I hate that, man.
Kenny never had 22.
He was invited, but he didn't show up, I think.
Log on to NBA.com and cast your vote. All right.
Kenny, why are you bitter? Steve Kerr's just a better shooter than you.
To you. To you.
To your family, too. I was talking to your mom and dad earlier.
She don't know basketball.
I was talking to your son and daughter, too.
Oh, they nah. My son ain't say that.
Hey, that goes to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and his beautiful wife, Jada.
That's a good-looking family. Here we go with Catino Mobley from Rhode Island and with the Houston Rockets.
Cat's a game shooter. He shoots better in the game, the situation.
Well, he's going to shoot a lot.
Yeah, he shoots a lot now.
What you call him?
Volume shooter.
Volume shooter. Don't worry about no percentages with this guy.
Yeah, he's not a percentage shooter. This is a percentage game right here.
Well, speaking of that, he has a career 36%.
That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it.
That's only 3 out of 10. That was like Tiger playing golf. He only hit like 3 out of 18 fairways. That ain't good enough, little fella. Made me waste my afternoon watching him play golf.
He's going way too fast. He's got plenty of time. He needs to slow down a little bit here.
Steve, if you really went out there right now, how many do you think you could make?
More than you.
There you go again.
There's a reason I got this headset on, Kenny. I can't throw it anymore. Unlike you, I've come to grips with that.
I've come to grips with it.
They just showed Leonard Lewis. I want to congratulate Leonard Lewis on a wonderful career and retiring on top.
Only 3 guys have done it. He's one of the 3.
That's awesome. You don't have to play till you got nothing left or get your brains beat in.
But he's a boxer. He'll be
Evander Holyfield
back in a year or so.
Give it up.
It's crazy.
Okay, who's on deck? Who's on deck?
First round score 13 for Catino Mobley.
Hey, Kyle Korver can shoot. I watched him play at Creighton. I don't get to see him play a lot with the 76ers because he don't get off the bench. But he can flat out shoot it.
And you say he's got no pressure on him, right?
He got no pressure. He just got invited this week.
Yeah, I think he got pressure. The stage is a little bit different when you're out here without Allen Iverson.
And you know what other pressure?
Well, he's going to get that.
He's going to get a lot of shots.
Out here without Allen Iverson, he's going to get a shot.
He could use the money a lot more than the other guys, too. So there's a little pressure.
There's AI cheering on his teammate. Here is the rookie from Creighton, Kyle Korver.
That boy can shoot. He got great form and everything.
In college, he was a 45% three-point shooter.
What I tell y'all better recognize. Y'all better recognize that boy got a decent shoot.
Well, we just saw that he shoots 43% now in his rookie season in the NBA. He
need that money ball.
A second-round draft choice.
You miss a couple in a row here. You got to just take your time a little bit.
Right, and then you that camera coming up on the side. It's all those things, the little distractions are not in a normal NBA game.
Steve, how do you like his form?
Oh, he's got beautiful form. He keeps his head still. He's got good balance. I think he's rushing things a little bit here, but
that's all the stage, man. The stage. He's going to be a good player, though. I like his game. He's going to be a real good player.
If he goes somewhere and get a shot every now and then.
As Allen Iverson cheers on the second-round pick out of Creighton, a rookie in the NBA.
What I tell y'all?
It's been absolute.
What I tell y'all?
The first 12.
What I tell y'all? I told y'all better recognize on Kyle Korver. I watched that kid last year. He can shoot it. He ain't going to get no shots in Philly, but he can shoot it.
He finished with 9 consecutive hits above the three-point arc. And a 19 first-round score.
Steve, I think 21 is really usually that cutoff number, isn't it?
You mean to get to the next round? I think it's less than that. I think it's like 16, 17.
Okay, so he's in. He should be in.
I mean, unless guys get really hot, because 19 is a tough number to
That's
beat.
a tough number.
Yeah.
In fact, we have mostly second-round draft choices competing. Korver, second round. Deshaun Leonard was a second-round pick. Rashard Lewis was.
He would have been first if he had went to college, though. He didn't go to college. Rashard Lewis.
Right. High school in Houston. Here's Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups is a first-round pick. He was a early pick by the Boston Celtics, a career 36% three-point shooter.
But he's a three-point shooter off the dribble.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be a little bit more difficult, I think, for him, because he likes to get that rhythm and rock you to sleep and then put up the three.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ken. He's more of a rhythm guy, and he loves the late game situations, too.
And that's off the rhythm. He rock you to sleep.
Well, the way he's playing, he won't be in the late game situation. I picked him, but he won't be there for the late game heroics.
It's a big one here. You got to make this.
You got to make this. Oh, that one. He's got to make all of these if he wants to be in it. And that's not going to happen.
Man, the wind's blowing that direction.
Close that door, Chuck. Close that door.
Wow. I guess my guy was wrong.
He need to take a dribble. I told you.
I told you I'm switching my pick to Kyle Korver.
This is not the Chauncey Billups who can get so hot as good as any long-distance shooter.
He might have been a Kenny Party last night. He was at Kenny Party about 5 in the morning.
Well, the rookie from Creighton, Kyle Korver, is #1 so far, hitting his last 9 consecutive shots. Tomorrow night on TNT, it's the NBA All-Star Game beginning at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Challenge game last night had 48 dunks. LeBron James 33, Carmelo Anthony at 17. It was a terrific performance. Carlos Boozer terrific with 25 points and 5 rebounds. But the MVP with 36 points, the Phoenix Suns, Amari Stoudemire, a rookie challenge record. And LeBron James has decided to stick in town as he is watching our competition tonight, and he will stick in town watching the slam dunk competition. But right now we are knee-deep in the Foot Locker three-point shootout with Deshaun Leonard, Rashard Lewis, and defending champion Peja Stojakovic. Coming up next, the rookie from Creighton with the Philadelphia 76ers, Kyle Korver, hit 9 in a row, 19 total.
Kevin, who did you pick in this? I didn't get your pick.
I picked Chauncey.
Chauncey.
Oh, really?
I picked Kyle Korver. I told y'all he got.
No, you didn't pick Kyle Korver.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
1, 2, ready, go!
Here they go with Deshaun Leonard.
Here's my sleeper.
He is a career 39% three-point shooter.
Boy, he's got a beautiful stroke.
Yeah, it's simple. It's smooth.
I love watching him shoot.
And now, you know what he's added to his game this year? He goes to the basket a lot more.
Carmelo Anthony?
Yeah, that too. That'll make you go to the basket easy.
That'll get you a lot of open shots, too.
And that's what he's getting in
He
Denver
don't
now.
get them. You know, a guy like him or Kyle Korver, if they played with like a big guy who's demanding double team, it'd be scary.
There's a guy.
Dr. Phil, Dr. Phil.
Hey, Steve Kerr, tell me too, Dr. Phil fat, isn't he?
I'm not getting into this with you, Charles.
He got a book about being fat, and he's chubby. He might not be fat, but he's
How many my man got? He got 16. See, I think 20 is about that number. And I think he's going to get that 20.
And trying to tie.
Yeah, he getting tired, though.
He got tired here.
He got tired.
But he's in second place.
Yeah, he got tired.
He's in good shape, I think, with 18.
18 is good.
Remember, he was the kid drafted after his junior year, second round by Milwaukee, then returned to the University of Minnesota for his senior year, then came out, was waived, and went all over the world to play. Now he's in the NBA. He had 4 of 5 money balls.
Thanks.
18 points for Deshaun Leonard. Thank you. Who are you saying thanks to?
Bow Wow. Who are you talking to on the phone, man? He's too young to have a cell phone.
boy.
Too young to have a cell phone, Bow Wow. Come on, man.
I agree with you, Kenny. I agree with you on that, Kenny. My daughter, she's got a cell phone, but she only gets to use it when she leaves the house by herself.
My daughter, when she does little call things that she does on for the acting, she only had to have a cell phone.
Well, now
That's
your daughter's an actor,
Yeah,
just like everybody else here in L.A.
Hey,
huh?
why not?
You know what they call actors here in L.A.? Waiters and waitresses.
This is Rashard Lewis from Seattle.
Bow Wow said his mom heard us and said that he could have a cell phone.
And he is a career.
That's who he's talking to.
You tell his mom, take that cell phone.
She's watching the game. Why is mom at the game? She should be the front row seats.
This kid is a career 38% free throw shooter. Not bad for a kid who stands about 6'7", 6'8".
You know what? He's a heck of a player, but he's
Yeah.
stuck up in Seattle where it's raining and gloomy all the time.
He's like he's the poor man Kevin Garnett. Like, they can do a lot of things at that size. Can't really do it as efficient.
What I tell you about drinking, you compare him to Kevin Garnett.
I said the poor man's version.
Okay.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, he's definitely not Kevin Garnett. Steve better agree with that.
I have no idea where that came from, Kenny.
No, he puts the ball on the floor. He shoots from the outside. He's versatile.
They both just black.
That too.
But they always compare Pages to Larry Bird. They both just white. That's it. And Pages is a terrific player. He ain't no Larry Bird.
Is he? What's he? No, he's not. Because that wasn't a money ball, was it?
He missed the money ball. He didn't get it off.
Yeah.
You heard that, didn't you, Kenny?
I heard you. I ignore you sometimes.
We finished strong. And there's the defending champion, Peja Stojakovic. Rashard Lewis has 16. The rookie Kyle Korver is still #1 with Denver's Vashawn Leonard at 2. And we just saw Lewis pump in 16. And here comes the defending champion, Peja Stojakovic.
I'm going to make a prediction.
Predicted.
I'm going to make a prediction.
Oh, Nostra.
Here we go.
He's not going to make it to the next round.
I think that's a pretty good call. It's tough going
He is
last.
not going to make it to the next round.
You're kidding me. This kid shoots threes in his sleep.
He's not going to make it to the next round.
This three-pointers are late for him. Are you kidding me?
He's not going to make it.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
He's not going to make it to the next round.
We'll see that.
It's a tough spot to be in. You want to go first in this competition. You don't want to go last.
Okay. He'll go first, last. He's just going to shoot it, man. He's a shooter. Are you kidding me? Steve, you're a shooter. Once you get that first factor, you find the rhythm and you find the rhythm. You should know that. Come on, you won the contest. You could have gone last. Knock it up. This is Peja Stojakovic.
I guess you were wrong, Charles.
I'm not wrong yet.
His teammate Vlade Divac cheering him on.
Are you kidding? He's going to have the highest score after the first round.
He is a career 38%.
All right, Kenny.
Points.
All right, Kenny.
1, 2.
Oh, he's in.
He's in.
3, 4. One more foot just to make me look really good. Just to make me look really good. Just to make me look really good. Come on, man. You would have took him out the game or something if he was coaching. Like, nah, he's been sitting too long.
He got the last one in after the tie ball.
Oh, man, that's another big star. That goes guy from the Lord of the Rings. They just showed him.
21 points.
Don't do it.
Hey, Kevin, they just showed the guy from Lord of the Rings.
I know where this is going. Who
Hey,
was it?
please show that picture again, TK, please. They go the guy from Lord of the Rings.
So he tied him on the one. The money ball put him over.
Come on, man. Show the picture again.
So Korver, Leonard, and Stojakovic as we go to round 2.
Come on, man. Show the guy from Lord of the Rings.
This is NBA All-Star Saturday from Los Angeles.
You're killing me, man. You're killing me, Petey.
Tonight you're watching NBA All-Star Saturday Night presented by America Online. We're in Los Angeles with Steve Kerr, Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan. We're down to the second round. It's Peja Stojakovic in first with 21. He hit his last 5 shots. Kyle Korver, the rookie for the 76ers, with 19. He hit his last 9 shots. And veteran Vashawn Leonard, who is his 9th season in the NBA.
Y'all sure say AOL a lot.
Yep, we do. You know why? They're paying the bills.
Well, obviously, they ain't paying that much. I seen them little paltry checks me and Kenny and Steve did.
Well, Kenny, I know is getting the biggest of you free.
I'm about to get another job.
I only work 1 day a week. I work the other 5 at some places, too. Gotta make it happen some way.
I know. I understand.
Here's Vashawn Leonard. We're in round 2.
See, this is where Vashawn might be a little tight because he's not
He's a set shooter.
Right, and he's not accustomed to getting this many shots in a day, probably.
Well, he shouldn't. He got other guys on his team who are better players.
He's getting his shots up this year, though, isn't he?
Did he have 40 once this year?
Yeah. About 35 in the first half.
I saw the first half, and then I had to leave. I saw the first half of that game.
He's struggling now.
He's getting tired.
But you get on a roll. All you need is like two in a row to go in. You can get on a roll.
I tell you one thing that people don't understand, man. Shooting is you expend a lot of energy.
That's why Peja does so well in this. He's so strong. He just shoots that thing like it's nothing.
But he's going down tonight to Kyle Korver.
Oh, you're kidding me, man. You're kidding me.
How much you want to bet?
You don't do well with bets with me. We've seen that on national TV already with a couple donkeys.
I'll take Kyle Korver.
Tell you what, if Vashawn makes this one, he's right there.
Yep.
18 ain't cutting.
He's got 18.
Peja's not shooting under 20.
That's not bad.
You got to get 22 or more to beat Peja. Period.
Now, is this the last round?
Yes. Unless there's a tie, of course. Now, that was a nice display by Vashawn Leonard because he hit all 5 money balls. And there are some first-round numbers from Kyle Korver.
Charles, I see you spent the afternoon studying the format for this three-point contest.
No, actually, I watched Tiger stink up the joint all afternoon.
What did he shoot today?
Even par. I could shoot even par.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, I have 6 or 7 more holes to go, but I could shoot even par.
Was he at Kenny's party last night?
He might have been at Kenny's party last night. There was a little guy over in the corner.
Well, he's off to a good start.
Those red, white, and blues are pretty big, aren't they?
Hey, you know what? I ain't worried about Tiger. He just got to get ready for the match collection. Warm up.
About your man here. I don't know about your man here, Chuck.
You got to make that one.
I don't know about your man here. You got to go 15 in a row or something like that.
But you know, you can tell when a guy can shoot. Like, even when he misses.
Uh-oh, he's got 2 in a row. And 3 in a row.
He needs to make that.
That was big. That was big.
How great is it for him just to be here, though? A week ago, he wasn't even going to be invited.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're going to let some people know he can shoot.
5 straight hits by Kyle Korver with Allen Iverson cheering on.
And he's got 13. He's coming from this weekend.
He don't want Allen Iverson cheering him on. He's running the passing the ball every now and then.
16.
You know, I always thought when I was watching this competition that you would always know how many points you had. I never had any idea.
You don't know how
points, which happens too fast. It's a good effort by Korver, though. First time in the competition. He'll be back.
Not if Page is there. He'll be back. He's not going to get...
I mean, he'll be back, you know, in future contests.
Hey, you know what? Page has had an unbelievable year, especially them being without Chris Webb all season. He's probably, realistically, he's not going to win MVP because Kevin Garnett is going to win it if he can keep them in first place all year. He's been fantastic all season.
Top 3, right? Duncan, Garnett, and Peja. If you had to vote for MVP, that was probably either Duncan or Garnett.
Well, you know what? Kevin deserves it because they got a better record.
Yeah.
But it's between him and Tim who has the best record.
So here comes Peja Stojakovic trying to be the 3rd 3-time winner.
Page always misses on that first rack until he gets his rhythm. He likes the outsides out there better than the corners. See, that's cash. When he leaves his hand, you can tell if it's cash like that.
How about the rotation on that last one? That you see that ABA ball spinning perfectly.
It's too easy for him right now. They need to move it back a little bit for Page.
I tell you, he may not play like Larry Bird, but he kind of shoots like him.
Well, now
he's in a little trouble.
He is. You're exactly right. He's got to get at least 18.
Slow down.
19 to win.
Slow down. There you go. He slowed down.
Uh-oh, now.
He's slowed down because he's going down.
1, 2. This is where champions are made at.
He's got to hit the whole rack to tie.
This is where champions.
We have a new champion in the 3-point long-distance shootout. That is 9-year veteran Vashawn Leonard.
My sleeper. Congratulations, Mama. I know shooters, dog.
Well, that's exciting. That was fun to watch.
What a great run.
Won that, yeah.
I said that's my sleeper at the beginning of the show.
And I agreed with him.
And he agreed with me.
Kenny and I, you guys, who'd you pick? Chauncey?
Chauncey Billups.
And we picked Vashawn, right?
We know shooters.
As far as
shooters know.
Kenny picked Peja.
No.
Kenny picked Peja. Nobody got to pick a sleeper.
Game recognized.
How the hell you get to pick a sleeper? He picked Peja. He didn't win. Oh, now all of a sudden he got a sleeper.
I had a sleeper, man. I had a dark horse, too.
Hey, Charles, who should we go to right now?
Let's go to the usher.
Go ahead, Greg.
Well, Vashawn, according to our analysts over there, Charles, Kenny, EJ, Steve Kerr, they said this is a sleeper, a surprise. Did you look at it like that, or did you think you had a chance to dethrone the 2-time champion, Peja?
Well, I knew it was going to be tough. I mean, he's a 2-time champion, so I wanted to come out and just try to hang in there, and I never thought I'd win it, over Page, but, it's a privilege.
Nothing has come easy for you. What's the NBA is all about? You get drafted, you get cut, you don't have a job. What have you done to pay off, to work, to get to the point, and obviously now be crowned as the best shooter in the league?
Well, it's all about hanging in there. I mean, that's what you take, the good with the bad. And when you have the bad, you have to look forward to the good, and I just worked and worked. And when you work hard, things pay off.
It paid off you today. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
So
So here are the final standings. Vashawn Leonard in the 2 rounds hit 9 of his 10 money balls, including all 5 in the final round. The locker room 3-point shootout did not disappoint with the flamethrower, Vashawn Leonard.
To TNT. When you go after the mob, once you're in, there's no way out. Chris Noth, Mercedes Rule, Bad Apple. Don't miss the world premiere, Monday night at 9, only on TNT.
Beautiful view tonight of Los Angeles. And moments ago, Tim Finn, president and CEO, Foot Locker U.S., presented Vashawn Leonard with the championship trophy of the Foot Locker 3-point shootout. Baron Davis won the skills. Vashawn Leonard wins the 3-point shootout, and this is what.
One shot, one opportunity. Sees everything you ever wanted. One moment. You capture it. Just let it slip.
And now, let's meet the Sprite Rising Stars Slam Dunk competitors. At 6'7", from the Boston Celtics, Ricky Davis. At 6'10", from the Denver Nuggets, Chris Henderson. At 6'2", from the Indiana Pacers, Fred Jones. And at 6'6", the 2-time dunk champion, going for an unprecedented 3rd slam dunk title, from the Golden State Warriors, Jason Richardson.
It's coming up, the slam dunk from the All-Star game in Los Angeles. Welcome back to NBA All-Stars Saturday night, presented by America Online. And tonight's aerial footage provided by Bud Light. Great aerials of Los Angeles on this Saturday night. Here are the rules for the slam dunk. 2 dunks in the first round. Final round, 2 dunks there as well. Composite score of each player's 2 dunks will be tallied at the end of the first round. And then numbers of dollars associated with each finish. First place again, $25,000.
Wow.
Right on down. That's good money.
I'd be happy to come in 3rd.
Who will win the Sprite Rising? Would you really? Sprite Rising Stars Slam Dunk. Log on to NBA.com and cast your vote. All right, here are the judges. First of all, Norm Nixon. These are all former Laker greats. Jamal Wilkes, James Worthy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's showtime right there.
And Magic Johnson. Magic, you can hear us. And
yep, I got you.
What do you think about the competition? The 4 guys going at it head to head to head.
Well, I think that you better watch out for that Indiana Pacer. I'm taking Michigan State, man. Of course, Jason Richardson. But what my dark horse is the guy from the Pacers. I think that he has a chance to really steal this.
Freddie Jones.
Yeah, Freddie Jones should steal this, and he can jump very, very high. Let's see what Davis is going to do on this first one, though.
Here's 6'7" Ricky Davis from the Boston Celtics.
Okay. See, I think when you're starting out, you got to keep the ball in your hand because it's the first dunk. You just want to get it down, get the confidence going.
And that was not an attempt.
See what I'm saying? You got to keep the ball in your hand because you're not loose yet. Your first dunk in the game, first dunk in the contest, keep the ball in your hand, it'll go down.
He can replace that because it was a miss.
He can replace. He can replace it.
He can replace it.
Keep it in your hand, young gun.
Should have replaced them shoes.
Ricky Davis, who spent 1 year at the University of Iowa, just traded this year from Cleveland to Boston.
Okay. See, it's all right. Keep it in your hand.
That was nice.
That was nice. That was nice. that's waking the crowd up a little bit. We're starting to rise.
I think it was cool.
Hey, you know, I got to say one thing.
I'm going to say 9.
Hey, Magic. Hey, this is Charles. I got to say one thing because you got the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sitting over there.
Right.
That man should be coaching. Somebody need to give him an opportunity. He's been looking for a job, and it ain't right that he ain't got a job coaching in the NBA.
Well, I'm with you on that one. I think that he could add a lot to any franchise, and especially with these young players who can't shoot a hook. He can teach them the sky hook and also teach them how to be smart at the game of basketball. So I'm looking for Kareem to get a job real soon. I know if I was running a team, he'll be one of the guys I would look at for sure.
No question.
To have on my staff or to have on my executive staff.
You guys see Magic held up 9, and then the rest of the Showtime Lakers held up 9 too. But it's just like the old days. They're just following Magic.
That's right.
Hey man, y'all got. Hey man, this boy got to do something about his hair too. That's ridiculous.
He was in a wind tunnel before the game.
That's
ridiculous.
This is 6'10" Chris Anderson, who only played community college basketball before coming to the NBA.
Oh, okay. That was nice.
He's like unbridled funk right here. He just gets it done.
He was undrafted. He played in China, the IBL, the IBA, the NBDL. He was a free agent with Denver in 01. This is his 3rd NBA season. He is from Iola, Texas.
That just lets you know if nobody drafted him, a lot of these guys don't know what the hell they're doing who are running these teams.
That's why we had all these coaching changes, I guess.
That's right. These GMs keep firing these coaches. They don't know what they're doing.
42.
The crowd wasn't real happy with that score. Did you hear him booing, Kevin?
Yeah, I thought it was better than 42.
That was Daryl Dawkins you just saw moments ago. It's Fred Jones. That's Daryl Dawkins on the left and Jermaine O'Neal with the Indiana Pacers on the right.
I'm glad y'all finally showed somebody other than LeBron. Y'all done showed him 1,000 times now. Jesus.
Freddie Jones from Oregon. He is 6'4".
What we thinking, Cap?
Hey, first of all, you better check again on that 6'4".
We're being that short. I like that.
They gave him a 10.
Well, first of all,
and a 50. It should be a 50 score. Watch it again.
Hey, that's not as good as dunk as the one that Anderson kid did.
Hey, Magic. I know you like that one over there, but the one thing I thought about it, Spud Webb did that same dunk and he was 5'7".
No, but I'm saying, you think that dunk was good as Anderson's
No,
dunk?
Anderson's dunk was much better.
Much better.
Now, and where do you go from here if you're a judge? There's nothing better than 50. But
Yeah, Jason,
somebody's got to do something better than that.
That was a nice dunk, but it wasn't better than Anderson. I don't care what they say.
So this is 50 plus coming up, looks like.
Fred Jones has 50. Davis 45 of Boston.
I think you're going to do that Vince Carter. Oh, he threw it too easy, son. It's too easy, man. It's too easy for him. It's too easy for him. It's too easy for him.
Jones is going to be in first place.
It's cool. But look at the height, the elevation. See, it's too easy. He's still going up. He's still going up.
So Freddie Jones, who is a second-year player from Oregon.
Hey, excuse me, I got to go beat the hell out of this little kid. He's holding up a 6. Boy, come here. Come here.
Those are the standings. 325 international media from 41 countries covering NBA All-Star Weekend from Los Angeles. NBA All-Star Saturday night brought to you by Sprite. Obey your thirst, Sprite. And McDonald's. I'm loving it. Already tonight in the Sports Skills Challenge, Baron Davis won that. In the Foot Locker three-point shootout,
Rick Fox won that.
Fashawn Leonard. Fashawn Leonard won that. And now we're in the second of our looks at the slam dunk competitors with Ricky Davis from the Boston Celtics. Up next, his first dunk brought him a 45 from the judges.
Y'all sure got a lot of sponsors for me, Steve and Ken, and I to be getting the free stuff at our house.
Swag.
try that again.
He can't replace that one.
No,
you only get to replace one.
Oh, I would have tried that again.
It looked good, though, for a second.
Yeah, the operation was a success, but the patient died. that's what we used to say about great moves. That's it. The operation was a success, but the patient died.
He wasn't high enough, actually. He was long enough. He wasn't long enough, but it wasn't high enough.
Yeah, he had missed an earlier dunk. Replace that, but you can't replace him now. Now we're back to the wild man. As you see Ricky Davis and what he's got a total after his first and second dunk. And here's Chris Anderson.
You see the Cleveland Cavaliers mascot? I'm trying to figure out why they got a dog as a mascot.
There was a famous disc jockey in Cleveland, and his name was Moondog, and that's why they've got one.
Wow. We name mascots after DJs now.
Chris Anderson.
Go get that. Okay. If you would have got that one, I would have gave him 150.
That go the coolest guy. I met Clingswood the other night, but Jack Nicholson is my man.
I love Jack. Off and on.
He's off.
Steve, what are the aerodynamics of that hair now?
That's pretty good. That's nice, man.
That's an easy dunk, though, Gary.
It's not down.
I know you never had the pleasure, but that's an easy dunk.
You see, the judges felt bad about giving him the low score in the last one. They were trying to make up for it. Norm Nixon gave him a 10.
He didn't have a good angle on
it. That's not a hard dunk right there.
See, it's where you take off from. And see, if you're going to do that dunk like Dominique did it, he took off from the dotted lines right outside the dotted line. He takes off inside. That's why you don't have that same elevation and the same space between you and the basket.
He is a dunking aficionado.
Yeah. I remember every dunk that was in the dunk contest. I do. This is the guy I think was going to win it.
First of all, that kid ain't 6'4" either.
6'4", Freddie Jones.
I lied about my height. This kid lied about it. He's about 6'2", look like. That was nice. That was kind of nice.
See, you need half scores in here because some of these are 8.5s, some are 9.5. So I think you need half scores.
You know what? We need to bring Demar with this tape measure. That kid's 6'2.5" at the most.
We got some low scores here, too, on this from the judges. All former Laker greats.
See, look, he took off from outside the dot. He comes on the other side. It's a nice dunk.
It's nice.
It's a nice dunk.
You know, one thing I always hated about the slam dunk competition, you got to have guys who can dunk be judges. Norm Nixon's never dunked. Jamal Wilkes never dunked. Worthy was good. Kareem's too big to be a dunker. Magic. I bet he got single digits in dunk his whole career.
Thanks a lot, Charles.
I'm looking out for you, Herb.
Freddie Jones from Rushmore.
Goodness, he is the new reigning champion. Give it to him. Give it up. That is incredible. That is the most incredible dunk I've ever seen, I think.
And you say that every year.
That is. You've ever seen that?
That was nice.
Have you ever seen that?
That was good.
But you don't think of that.
Don't even think
off the glass, catch it between the legs. Are you kidding me? That's sick. That is sick. He's got the flu. He's sick.
Hey, that's nice.
Oh my goodness. Just when you thought you seen it all, Steve.
I think that's the one he was talking about with Sager.
Just when you think you seen it all. Whoa!
Fred Jones and Jason Richardson will meet in the final of the Sprite Rising Stars Slam Dunk Competition. NBA Saturday night on TNT. Our finalists in the Sprite Rising Stars Slam Dunk, Jason Richardson, the defending champion, and Fred Jones with Steve Kerr, Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet, Kevin Harlan, and our entire TNT crew. Kenny Smith said to me off the air, there may not be more than a handful of guys.
It's not three people.
Just do. Maybe he could have.
No, I really don't believe, because Dr. J used to soar. And he has the big enough hand, but I don't think there's three people in the world right now that can actually do that dunk that he just did.
You know, me and Steve Kerr, we'll just talk about it. Every time we come to LA, we see why they call this place the Silicon Valley. It's just, it's amazing.
I think that was a one-sided conversation, Steve.
Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. here, Steve. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah, that dunk
I
was
tell you
incredible.
what, boy, milk does a body good.
Yeah,
all right, here's Fred Jones.
He's got to bring it, though. Fred's got to bring it if he wants to even be close in this round. What is he shooting?
That looked like my shot.
We're shooting stars.
Steve, you still a better shooter than Kenneth Smith will ever be.
That still wasn't it. Now, see, when you go after the Jason Richardson 10, is that a 10? That's like a 9-8.
No, that's a 10, Kenny.
That's a 9-8. That's tight. It's a 9-8.
The judges gave him a standing 50.
It's not the off the backboard between the legs. That's like the ultimate 10. That's why you got to go 9-8s and 5s and all of that. That is sick, though.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's awful there.
That is only because it was a miss. It wasn't a miss pass. He went to get that.
That was something. Ron Artest, his teammate.
And they said it wasn't going to be a good dunk contest this year.
It's been fun.
My son got the 10 out. He thought he liked that.
And here now trying for a third slam dunk championship, Jason Richardson from the Golden State Warriors.
That's a good bounce.
Oh, goodness.
He's going to 360 and do it?
No, he took it between his legs.
And he 360'd at the same time.
No way. That can't be done.
There's only 2 people in the world who could do that.
The problem.
And if he does it, he's...
That hurt right there.
No, he could replace it because he hasn't replaced the dunk yet.
Nope.
Would you do it again?
I wouldn't do it again.
You would not.
I would not do it again because you got another chance to do something spectacular. He might mess up on his second, his other dunks. You can't take any chance. You got to get one in there. Like
I'll go do it. I'll go after it. I'll do it again. I'll go for it. He's already won twice. He's already won twice.
The problem is if we miss it, it's over.
But he won twice already. He's going for it. That's what's up.
Well, hey, Magic.
Yo.
Hey, John Sally just walked by here. Who's older, you or him?
Huh?
John Sally just walked by here. Who's older, you or him?
I'm older than John Sally.
That was not an attempt. You can't.
Yeah, okay. All right.
The Russian judge, I think, stepped in.
Yes.
Take your time.
They had that same guy do the Olympics. I was talking to Mike Badham the other night.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
Yep.
Oh, that's not an attempt either.
Come on, give him one more chance.
It's not an attempt.
Hey, that'll be like the Olympics in, was it 72? When they robbed America over by the Russians. They got 3 chances to score.
Wow.
That was nice.
That's a nice.
Now the pressure's on Fred Jones not to miss one. Because if he just does one really nice, he should win this thing.
I don't know. Chuck, you know, Jason's imagination is very creative.
Thank you.
He'd have been a good artist.
Yeah, but if this kid does something good, it's over. But he can't miss.
Yeah, you ever play like the video games? That's what Jason Richardson looks like. It's like, it's not real.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing things, throwing it off the glass.
He looks like the guy from Donkey Kong.
Speaking of donkeys.
Oh, Charles has a good friend. Uh-oh, he's throwing the ball to somebody. Oh, he's throwing it to his man. Okay.
Well, we got to stand up and watch this.
His man's going to bounce it to him.
Yeah.
How about this? How about this?
Okay, all right. I'm not mad at that. He's bringing the fans in. These people out. Take your time, young fella. That's it. That's it right there. That's it right there.
Man.
That was a good pass by the guy.
It was a good pass.
Does he play?
Look at him. He's talking trash.
Yo, he's like, yo, what are you doing? The guy's mad at him for missing the dunk.
But is this a slam dunk first that the audience is going to help?
No, this guy's got an Indiana jersey on. That's one of those props.
No, he doesn't know him.
Now, was that a missed dunk? Because he should get another try, right?
No, he scored. He scored.
Because it went in, it cannot be replaced.
It went in.
Because it went in, it cannot be reversed.
Richardson got like 6
See,
tries.
what did I tell y'all? He had it and he lost it. He should have just did something safe. He would have won.
That was hot, though.
But give him credit for his creativity.
I agree, Steve. Yeah.
You got to bring something new. You got to bring something new.
It was fun to watch.
Yo, the dude, whoever he is, needs to be a point guard for some team.
Hey, he made a good patch.
That's the reason he's in the stands, Kenny.
Okay.
We appreciate it, don't you, Kenny?
Whoever he is, we got to get his name.
That's the reason he's in the stands.
Send Craig Sager over there and get his name.
Where is Craig Sager?
Where's the usher?
That's the reason he's in the
He
stands.
must know where he's sitting.
He helped him to us. Hey, seriously, man.
Magic, you went with a 6?
We got to have a talk with TNT.
This is terrible, Craig.
Magic went with a C?
Hey, Mark Lazarus, David Levy, Greg Hughes. I don't know who all of them is. They got to do something about that boy's clothes. That ain't right, y'all.
All right.
First of all, it's a double breast. Would y'all please tell him double breast went out of style?
He reached back.
There's no such thing as a double breast. When's the last time you seen a double-breasted suit?
Elliot Ness in the Untouchables.
The only thing double-breasted is some chicken I had last night at dinner, 2 breasts. I'm about to wear double-breasted suits anymore.
All right, 42 points is what Jason Richardson needs.
He's still going to try something for you. He still want to wake everybody up.
Going for a 3rd title.
He gave it away. He can't replace that.
He cannot replace that because he missed it.
He can't replace it. They let him get 3 on the last attempt.
He was trying to do the 360 and put his elbow on the rim.
Now Ray Allen looks good. You know what I'm trying to figure out, Kevin Harlan?
It's a tie.
Who goes to their tailor and says, make me a red sport coat anyway? Who says that?
It's Valentine's Day. He's wearing red.
What's the score?
Roses come in other colors, you know.
So that's 78?
It was a little anticlimactic, wasn't it?
Yeah. After the off the glass one, he really woke us up.
Can anybody answer my question?
Well, Fred Jones is the slam dunk champion, if that's what you're trying to figure out.
No, can you? No, my question is, who goes to their tailor and says, make me a red sport coat?
Santa.
And Fred Jones, a second-year player for the Indiana Pacers out of the University of Oregon.
They got a heck of a coach up at Oregon. I like their coach.
Ernie Kent.
Ernie Kent, that's his name. I watch him. I like to see him do well.
And Craig Sager's going to talk with our new champion. And Jason Richardson unseated as the defending champion. So in the Foot Locker three-point shootout, it was Vashawn Leonard. In the Sports Skills Challenge, Darren Davis. In the Slam Dunk Championship, Fred Jones. Let's go to Craig Sager.
Well, this is the first time in the NBA three-point contest, first time you've been allowed to even come to the Slam Dunk contest. But yet I know your trophy case is full back home from high school and college from both events. What did you try to do here tonight? And are you surprised that maybe the rules were bent a little bit?
Well, you know, I just tried to come out here and give it all my God. You know, I had to get my boys on TV, a little TV time. And, you know, we had fun. And, you know, had a lot of fun tonight.
You know, sometimes greater things are expected from those who are absent. Yesterday, there was a rookie from Cleveland who put on quite a slam dunk competition and show. You look forward to defending your title next year against the likes of LeBron James?
Oh, you know, I love him to be in it. You know, any competition is, you know, it's going to bring the best out of me. So, you know, I would love for him to be in it.
What about the degree of difficulty? How often did you practice these events, and what did you think about having to go up against Jason Richardson, the two-time defending champion?
Oh, I knew it was going to be really tough. You know, Jason is probably the premier dunker in the league, and, you know, I just came out and tried to, you know, give him a challenge, and, you know, God bless me tonight.
It's been quite a year so far for the Indiana Pacers. What do you guys expect to do here in the second half?
Same thing we were doing in the first half. We're trying to go out with a bang and, you know, make this run at the playoffs.
Having a great time in L.A.?
Oh, always, always.
So are we. Back to you, Charles.
This event tonight had 103 different telecasts going to 212 countries. More than 3 billion people have watched All-Star Saturday on TNT. NBA All-Star Saturday Night, brought to you by Hyundai. When your car comes with America's best warranty, you win. Hyundai. And by Adidas. Impossible is nothing. Here's a look at our slam dunk competition with total motion.
So
Won by Fred Jones.
What a waste of money. That's total motion.
No, that'd be a good poster though, like in your room when you're a young kid. That would be nice like that.
Moments ago, John Carroll, Group Director, Sprite Business Brand Unit, presented second-year Indiana Pacers star Fred Jones with the championship.
That's amazing. Giving out trophies and coaching the Celtics.
Sprite Rising Stars.
Our coaches the Celtics and gives out trophies.
.com poll. Let's see here. They had picked Richardson by an overwhelming 65%, and Jones was in third.
Oh, that was my guy, Jones.
So